intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. I love to play and will never give up. I am committed for life because I am a Raven.
The Thursday Night Live acknowledges the location of the Carleton campus on the traditional unceded territories of the Algonquin Nation. Welcome to the Thursday Night Live Soccer Nationals Edition, everyone. I'm Trevor Lewis, and this is Jennifer Brenning. And we are delighted you could join us on this, the momentous occasion of the Carleton hosting the Men's National Soccer Tournament here at Carleton University in the heart of the beautiful national capital. The 8th edition of the Thursday Night Live also marks a special occasion in the program as we join you live, not virtually from our basements and bedrooms anywhere, oh no, but live here in the field house at Carleton University. We also mark the moment by offering a YouTube live stream here and hope to interact with you at the end of the program. The timing for this tournament at Carleton is particularly special as the game has reached new heights in this nation and is continually creeped and streamed into our collective consciousness. First with Canada hosting the FIFA World Cup in 2015, to the women's side winning the historic gold medal in the Summer Olympics, to the emergence of international superstar Alphonso Davies, and Canada's can't look away run in the snow to qualify for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. This week, in reading the rallying cry for the Canadian Premier League, I read this and it summed it up beautifully and set the stage here. It said, "This isn't just a league for Canadians by Canadians. It's a movement to bring the beautiful game back to the neighborhoods we call home. To build a soccer nation and community at a time, the stage is ours. The journey has begun. We are many and we are one." And we speak a lot about community. It's a word we're often used around here and at many Canadian universities, and certainly with all of the teams. And I think this is a good time to bring in our champion, Jennifer Brenning. Welcome. And Jennifer has been the esteemed leader for athletics and at the helm for 17 years or so at the university, and is now Assistant Vice President, Recreation and Athletics. And thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening.
And first, how are you? I wonder if, what it's like to carry the mantle for an event of this grand scale, and what makes this event so extra special for you?
It's really extra special, obviously, because we've just, we're 22 months into a pandemic without sport all of 2020-21. And to bring sport back and then certainly host this event has been very special. It's special particularly for our head coach, Kwesi Loney, and our student athletes. We have about 8 graduating this year. We were supposed to host this event in 2020, and of course it was canceled. So here we are, 2021, not sure if it would happen. A lot of work, but we're really excited that it's here at Carleton.
Yes, we are. And maybe talk to us about the lead up to the tournament of this magnitude and what's involved. How far in advance did the planning start for this?
Actually, we were awarded the 2020 Youth Sport Championship in 2018. We'd formed the organizing committee and started planning at that time. Obviously, with the 2020 championship canceled, we weren't sure if we'd be hosting it this year. So we reconvened that group in January of 2021, thinking that we would be possibly hosting. We weren't sure, given that pandemic was certainly still ongoing. And so we met every month through that period of time, and then we've been meeting weekly over the last few months to prepare for this event.
And so I understand that this is the second time that Carleton has hosted the national tournament, and you just said that we are awarded the hosting duties. And the question that we get is this a rotation for the Canadian universities, or is this a bid process that you might see in the Olympics, for instance?
Actually, I found out today we actually hosted this event in 2002 and 2005. No, 2008, 2002, 2008. We actually bid for the event because we knew our team was really up and coming. As you know, in 2019, they went on to the medal round at the championship in Montreal. We lost in the bronze medal. So this was a maturing team, a team that we really feel could be in the medals again. And so 2020 was going to be a really special time. We thought the team would be peaking at that time. Those guys have stayed here to participate this year, and so we're really excited that they have a chance to compete in the championship. So we bid knowing that our team, and Kwesi was building a team to a championship level, so we timed our bid around that.
Ah, very nice. So obviously there's going to be a lot of extraordinary this weekend, but is there anything extra special, extraordinary we can look forward to? Special events, dignitaries, also wondering if there's still tickets, because there's some people are looking to come to the campus for this.
Yeah, we hope you can come out and support. The Ravens are playing tonight at 7:30. They're playing the UBC Thunderbirds. It's going to be a very tough match. It's number 4 versus number 5. We've been seeded 5th. So it's a tough one. If you can go to goravens.ca, there is a ticket right on the main page. You can go in and get your tournament pass for $50. It's a bargain. Yeah, so the special things we've done, we did a really nice graduating player ceremony yesterday with each of the teams after their practice. They went into the Norm Fan. We had it all decorated. They had some warm food after their practice in the cold here, and so we did that. And then last night the award ceremony was quite special.
Yeah, and we're going to get into that as part of the program. So we're looking forward to that. You know, as a live stream, I was wondering, is there anything that people should know or would be good to know for people coming to the campus? It's an extraordinary time, COVID protocols and such. Is there anything you want to tell people?
Yeah, so hosting this event with all the COVID protocols has been very challenging. As you can appreciate, you need to be fully vaccinated in order to enter onto campus. So we have ambassadors checking at the gate, making sure that those attending are vaccinated and also wearing masks in the stadium. So people are wearing masks other than if they're eating or drinking. So certainly we're adhering to all the protocols. The teams, as I said, are being separated at any functions. They're just doing team specific. They're not coming together other than on the playing pitch. So we have all of that in place.
Very good. Thank you very much, Jennifer. And now let's cut away to the field, the Ravens Perch, where Old Crow football alumni and host of the Thursday Night Live, the one, the only, Jeff Morris, is standing by with some special guests.
Thanks, Jennifer and Trevor. We're up here at the Ravens Perch. I'm joined by Carleton Ravens head coach Kwesi Loney and Ricky Comba, a graduating player. And first, Kwesi, let's go back to the game against Guelph. You guys dominated the game, a tough loss. Is that something that the team will be motivated by, or was that a bit of something where you had to collect everybody and reset? How do you come off a loss like that, get ready for the Nationals?
Yeah, I mean, like you said from the beginning, I thought we played a really good game. I mean, when you get to the semifinals, you're always going to face a tough opposition, and Guelph played well. So for us, it was just a matter of focusing on the positives from the match, looking at the areas in which we maybe could have been a bit more positive, a bit better, and then work towards that now in this week as we go towards the Nationals.
One thing about the OUA and U Sports Soccer this year is that in some of the other sports, the difference between number 1 and 8 is a lot greater than it might be. There seems to be a lot of parity with U Sports this year, but in the top 10, a lot of 1-0, 2-1 games, a lot of games that are tied. Do you see that in this tournament? Like anybody can beat anybody this week?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been a very unique year for every conference, every team. Coming off of a canceled season, a lot of coaches and programs didn't know who was coming back, and some of us had a little bit more of expanded rosters because of that. So, because of that, I felt like it took a little more time for a lot of teams to get into the stride. But as you can see, a lot of parity across the country, and I think that should mean an excellent tournament.
Has the game changed during the season? Like, I know at the beginning of the season there were a lot of 5-3, 4-2 type scores. Now you're seeing 1-0, 1-1 2-1 at the most. Has the game really tightened up as the season has gone along?
Well, I'd like to think that, as we progressed, we started to get a little bit stronger. Remember this year, a lot of our schedules were modified, so a lot of us played less games. We started preseason a lot later. So a lot of teams are now getting into their form later on in the season. So that's probably why you're seeing the results that you have been seeing.
And as far as your team goes, tell me a little bit about the team and who players should watch for and who some of the guys that have been, I don't want to say surprises, but some of the guys that have really come along and contributed this year.
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited about the group that we have. We have a lot of seniors, a lot of experienced players this year. We had a recruit class back in 2017 of 14 players, and we have now 10 of those players about to graduate. So for us, it's a great opportunity for them to kind of go off into the sunset in front of friends, family, and the alumni, and hopefully we can come out of this with a successful victory.
Is this kind of a showcase at Carleton, something that helps you recruit and helps you build the program on?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the majority of our program is built upon the local player. We have, I would say 95% of our team is based upon Ottawa-based players from local clubs here. So for us, it's a great showcase of the talent that we have here in Ottawa, and hopefully encourages other kids from across the city to look at us realistically as a landing spot both for school and for sport.
One of your graduating players is with us, Ricky Kamba, Ricky, a journalism student. And Ricky, when you're playing in a tournament like this, in an event like this, how does getting ready and getting prepared for this compare to getting just ready for a game during the season?
Well, I'd like to think that we keep our standards high all the time, and regardless of what game we're playing, we're always approaching it like it's our biggest one. But again, we understand the pressure coming into this, and we know that it's a very big tournament. We'll have a lot of support behind us. So, I mean, we give everything in our training sessions, in our recovery, and we're just making sure that we're fully switched on all the time.
Do you change your routine on game day at all, or is it just you treat every day just as a day during the season?
I think just keeping it simple and just sort of focusing on what we can control is what we really try to do. Nothing too extravagant, nothing too crazy, just focus on us.
So you try to keep things the same. Does that mean you've got the same playlist before the game in your device that you would during the season?
Yes, we do. We usually have a lot of hip hop going. Anything with a heavy bass that can shake the room is what we like. So, yeah.
That's and pre-game meals and things like that. You guys will be playing evening and night games where a lot of day games during the year. Anything special you guys are going to be doing then, or again, is it just routine? What do you have before a game to eat, for example?
I don't like to eat too close before a game, but I guess just again keeping it simple: some carbs, protein, some veggies, nothing too crazy.
And as a graduating player, this is your last hurrah at the stadium. So, anything special you're going to take away from this, or is this just a fantastic way to wrap up your career at Carleton?
It is a fantastic way to wrap up everything, and I mean, we're just always talking about appreciating what we have and appreciating the moments, and we want to continue to focus on that. And as much as we're zoned in on the game, just appreciate everything around us and the support and the fans, and just taking it all in.
Okay, well, thanks very much, guys, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joining us next is a former Carleton Ravens soccer star, Mike Hoffler. Mike, great to have you here today. And
Hi.
Mike played in the late 90s and early 2000s and is also co-president of the Alumni Association, also involved as chair for the, help me if I get this wrong, chair for the committee, the organizing committee?
Yeah, the host organizing committee. You had it bang on.
Okay. First of all, as an alumni, what does this tournament and hosting this tournament, something of this magnitude, mean for the Carleton alumni?
Well, this is an important opportunity for the university and the program. It's really a showcase. The last time Carleton hosted the national championships was in 2008, and it's a lot of changes happened on campus here since then. A lot of new buildings and a lot of new facilities. So really, it's an opportunity for the university to both showcase the soccer program, but also the university as a destination.
Your memories of playing back here at the Nationals. Now, you won a silver medal in 2002. A tough loss against Brock. Now, at the time, that stings. The silver medal probably isn't something you want, but looking back now, the silver medal is probably something you're proud of. Was that the highlight of your career?
Well, just being able to step on the field here in university soccer is already an achievement, but to make it to the gold medal game, and unfortunately to lose in the actual final in your last game after 5 years of hard work was devastating. I still can't read the Charlatan articles. I don't even know where the medal is. It's somewhere in my basement, but there's nothing more devastating. And even my coach from 20 years ago still calls me up and gives me a hard time about that game-winning goal. So Yeah, it was extremely devastating.
And you know, and you look back at your career, though. You had a very successful career. You're in the top 10 all-time scoring leaders at Carleton. What are some of the really positive and fond memories that you carry with you? Are they of games, or are they of players and teammates?
Well, it's really the players and teammates. It's really a brotherhood. And as you know, having played as a Raven here at Carleton yourself, these guys are, you know, you go to battle on the field, and then, you know, these are the guys that are going to help you move your house, or come to a wedding, or, you know, come to a christening. So really, you build these long-lasting relationships, and that's what I learned as being a Carleton Raven. It's not only my time on the field, but the brotherhood that we've built after as alumni.
And with your role with the alumni, a lot of that is about keeping people connected, keeping former players engaged. Tell us about some of the, you've got a couple of online projects going on. Tell us about some of the ways people can stay connected.
Yeah, you know, in these age, it's really important to be digitally present. So we do have a Twitter account at Bronson Boys on Twitter, and we are going to launch for the national championships a new website, ravenssoccer.ca. So you can find all of the historical records for Ravens soccer all the way back to 1982.
And one last thing I want to ask you about, Giving Tuesday is coming up at the beginning of the month, and of course the alumni is very involved in fundraising for today's team. How important is Giving Tuesday to the program, and if somebody out there is a Carleton Ravens supporter, what can they do to help out on that day?
Well, you know, what's important is to rally your groups, like players that you played with, people in your communities, get them all organized on Giving Tuesday. You know, it's rare that you have an opportunity to donate money and have it matched dollar for dollar. You know, it is a limited period of time on November 30th, but it's a great opportunity to give back to the program.
Okay, thanks very much, Mike.
Thank you so much.
And joining us now, somebody that I haven't seen since the Reagan administration, actually, Carleton Ravens soccer legend Mike Lanos. Mike, glad you could join us today.
Good to see you again.
Ronald Reagan actually was
I know.
the president last time we talked, so
I eat yourself too much here. Yeah.
That's long ago. But you know, you're a regular at these games. You're a big Carleton supporter and a big Carleton fan. Tell us about what your thoughts are heading into this tournament as a former player and seeing what these guys are capable of now. What are your thoughts on the team in this tournament?
Well, I don't know much about the tournament, but the team itself is a lot of fun to watch. You mentioned the word fan, and that's exactly what I am. I'm in my 50s. I go up on the perch, way up top, and I enjoy the game. So you know, hope Kwesi's put together an incredible program, and we got a real shot at it.
Now, if there is a Mount Rushmore for soccer players at Carleton, you being a Hall of Famer are definitely on it. But these players now are doing things not even imagined in the 1980s. How has the game progressed from the time that you've played and you've been involved in the game as a coach? Has the progression been gradual, or is it the level of athlete? Is it the level of skill? How is it that the game is progressed to the point where it is now?
I think it's a combination of everything. These kids have gotten some incredible coaching over the years, stuff that we didn't, like from age 4 all the way up. The game's more technical, it's more physical, the athletes are better, they're getting better training, better nutrition, you know, even mental health issues are being taken care of now. So, you know, in fairness, they had a few things that you and I didn't have in our day, but then they've taken advantage of it. So.
Now, I'll ask you the same thing I asked Mike. You were also involved in a silver medal national championship. It was here. I was at the game, and you lost in penalties to UBC, and you know, a bittersweet thing. It's a matter of pride having a silver medal, but there's still the sting to that game. How do you look back upon your experience playing in the Nationals?
It was a special time. We were a special group of players, and actually, as I was sitting here watching these guys train, it occurred to me how many kids from Ottawa are on this team. They're really an Ottawa-based team, as were we. So, you know, your fond memory isn't about losing a national final, but getting there and the whole experience. You know, it's funny, it's the first time I've been on the field. I've been here dozens of times over the years. It's the first time I've actually stepped on the field in about 30 years, and I kind of feel like I'm back with the boys, right? Except, you know, not in the same capacity. But No, it was a special time and something I'll always remember for sure. It still bites, though. It's a bittersweet pill, right?
Are there any special moments that you have from your time here, or is it the moments in games, or is it the teammates and players that you kind of think of when you go to your Carleton Ravens happy place?
Well, yeah, it's funny. I was fortunate, as you mentioned, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and my entire speech was around the brotherhood. And that's the reason I started the Alumni Association shortly after I graduated, and people like Mike Hoffler and Stevie Ball and Jason DeCosta have taken over. Those are the memories that stick with you forever. I still have friends like Sean Holmes. My friend Siva just dropped in from California yesterday. Those are what bind you together forever. The wins and losses were great, the trophies, the accolades, but as you know, there's something special about being a university athlete that, it sticks with you forever.
And one thing I want to ask you about, you've been involved as a coach, even while you were here, you were coaching. You've never stopped coaching, but you've created a bit of a legacy project with a mini book that you did. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, wow, yeah, I went on to do a lot of licenses in the U.S. and did an international master coach. But part of that was to do some project that would give back, and I wrote a book called Perspective, and it's about youth sports. It's meant for parents. Hopefully trying to, unfortunately our sidelines have lost their perspective in terms of what youth sports is about, what it's supposed to be about. So I don't know if when you're expecting your first baby, you read what to expect when you're expecting. It was kind of written along those lines. So in the hopes that, young parents would pick it up and kind of get some perspective early on and allow the kids to keep the game for themselves. Unfortunately, it's not always that way. It's been a bit too professionalized and taken over by outside interests. So,
well, we look forward to seeing you right upstairs in the perch behind the camera.
I'll be there.
I'm sure you'll be here all week, Mike. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us.
Great seeing you again, brother. It really is. Okay, thanks.
And that was Carleton Ravens Hall of Famer Mike Lanos. So everybody, put your seats back and your tray tables down and relax and enjoy the next couple of days. We're going to throw it back to the field house, to the climate-controlled warmth, where we've got Jennifer and Trevor standing by.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Absolutely fascinating stuff there. And thanks for the reminder to get those tray tables way up. We are indeed on the runway and set to take off here at Nationals. Watching that piece, you can't say enough, and so thankful for all the efforts of our coaches and alumni here. And Jennifer, you've known some of these people for a very, very long time. So what comes to mind and the perspectives in terms of that piece that you saw?
Well, both Mike Hoffler and Mike Lanos spoke about brotherhood, spoke about their long-lasting friends and lifelong memories. And I think our student athletes don't realize it right now because they're living it, but when they graduate, you talked about community, you talked about commitment for life, which is in our creed. It is truly that. Once they graduate, these are going to be memories of a lifetime, friendships for a lifetime. And so that's what university sport is all about. It's not just about wins and losses. It's about, the pride of your institution and coming back, and that real sense of community that you talked about earlier.
And you really get a sense of the pride when they stand on that hollow ground on the field, and those memories start flooding back, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that here this weekend.
Absolutely.
So switching gears here, last night several players received some big, well-deserved awards. And what sort of reflections, I know you were part of that award program, what sort of reflections can you share on the ceremony, Jennifer, and what did it look like this time around?
Very unique because of COVID. Every team had their own individual room. We had food served to them in their individual room, and we aired the production, the awards show, so they watched it on a screen. And what I found very interesting, because we were going around to present in person their awards, but they had the lights off and they were completely engrossed in the watching of the production. And so normally it would be in a large banquet hall, everybody would be together, everybody would be talking, very little paid attention to what's happening on the stage. But what I was really fascinated is just how they were really focused on the production and the award recipients and all of that, and the cheering that went on when it was a teammate. So it was really special.
And it's special to talk about the resilience it takes to put on something like this in a pandemic.
Creative.
Very creative. You guys pivoted very, very well. And I think that really helped for us to set the mood for the broadcast, which we have teed up for you here. And you know, remember, we'll be sticking around for a little bit of a chat with Jennifer we called rapid fire with Jennifer later. So definitely go to the chat, and if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer, definitely post them there. Now, enjoy the awards banquet presentation, and we'll see you on the other side.
Coming to you live from Carleton University in Ottawa, we bring you the 2021 U Sports Men's Soccer Awards. En direct de l'Université Carleton à Ottawa, nous vous présentons les prix du soccer masculin U-Sport 2021. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge that the land on which I am presenting is the traditional and unceded territory of the Algonquin Nation. Avant de commencer, nous aimerions reconnaître que la terre sur laquelle je fais cette présentation est le territoire traditionnel et non cédé de la nation algonquine. Good evening and welcome to the 51st edition of the U Sports Men's Soccer Championship. My name is Michel Bélanger and I'll be your MC for this award show. Bonsoir à tous, bienvenue au 51e championnat de soccer masculin U-Sport. Mon nom est Michel Bélanger et je serai votre maître de cérémonie pour la soirée. Tonight we will celebrate and honor the best in Canadian University men's soccer as we announce the All-Rookie team, the first and second team All-Canadians, the Lou Bilek Award for Rookie of the Year, the Student Athlete Community Service Award, the Fox 40 Coach of the Year, and the Joe Johnson Award for the most outstanding player in U Sports men's soccer. As we continue to manage the ever-changing COVID world we live in, this evening's award show will look slightly different. I'm here on campus at Carleton University, while the 8 participating teams are each located in their own team rooms at the Ottawa Marriott Hotel. We will continue to do as we have the last 18 months. We adapt and we persevere. Ce soir, nous célébrons et honorons la crème du soccer universitaire masculin canadien et nous dévoilerons l'identité des membres de l'équipe des recrues, des premières et deuxièmes équipes d'étoiles canadiennes, le gagnant du prix Lou Bilek présenté à la recrue de l'année, l'étudiant athlète récipiendaire du prix pour le service communautaire, l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40, ainsi que le lauréat du prix Joe Johnson, présenté aux joueurs par excellence de la saison. Alors que nous continuons à gérer la situation en constante évolution dans laquelle nous vivons en raison de la COVID, la cérémonie de ce soir sera légèrement différente. Je suis ici sur le campus de l'Université Carleton, tandis que les 8 équipes participantes seront chacune situées dans leur salle d'équipe à l'hôtel Marriott d'Ottawa. Nous continuerons à faire comme nous l'avons fait au cours des 18 derniers mois. Nous nous adaptons et nous persévérons. So without any further delays, let's meet the 8 teams who have fought so hard to make it to this year's championship. Congratulations to all 8 teams, félicitations à toutes les équipes. We have some special guests lined up who would like to bring words of welcome. Let's take a look.
Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde, j'espère que ça va bien. I'm Benoit-Antoine Bacon, President of Carleton University and former Board Chair of U Sports. It's my great pleasure to welcome everyone to this 51st edition of the U Sports Men's Soccer Championship. Let me take this opportunity to say thank you to our great event sponsors, the Province of Ontario, Ottawa Tourism, and Bell Media. Carleton's excited to host the best 8 teams in the country in this prestigious event, including, of course, our very own Ravens. Go Ravens. We're not through the COVID-19 pandemic yet, but the return of university sports and the opportunity to watch student athletes live gives us hope. To all student athletes across U Sports, thank you for your resilience, your determination over the last 18 months. Your commitment, your hard work is an inspiration to all of us. Tonight we celebrate individual awards before you take the pitch for the opening rounds tomorrow. All my congratulations to the award winners on your outstanding accomplishments this season. I really look forward to watching the competition, and I wish each and every one of you all the best. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jim Watson, Mayor of the City of Ottawa. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone to the 2021 All-Canadian Awards virtual celebration this evening. I'm sure you, your family, friends, teammates, and fans are all excited for you to be here in Ottawa for the 2021 U Sports Men's Soccer Championships hosted at Carleton University, my alma mater. On behalf of the City of Ottawa and my City Council colleagues, I want to congratulate you all for making it to the championships and wish you all good luck in your games ahead. Go Ravens, go. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
On behalf of U Sports and our Board of Directors, as well as all our 56 member institutions, I welcome you to tonight's virtual U Sports All-Canadian Awards ceremony and to the U Sports Men's National Soccer Championships. A warm welcome, especially to those that have traveled across Canada. Nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue à la cérémonie des étoiles canadiennes U Sport. Although the virtual format is not how we should celebrate such outstanding achievements by Canada's student athletes and life as we knew it, it is still months away. It's important to find the various ways to connect, celebrate, and reflect. C'est important de célébrer, se connecter, et penser à tous les bonnes mémoires. Close to 20,000 student athletes compete each year for the right to represent their university in one of 21 national championships. We congratulate you on this goal and thank each of you for the inspiring performances you have provided us during the season. Félicitations pour votre performance et succès cette année et nous avons hâte de voir ce que cette fin de semaine nous réserve. C'est un privilège de vous voir compétitionner avec tellement de courage, dévouement et talent. Tonight we recognize the achievements of a number of individuals, and I'd like to congratulate everyone. Être un étudiant athlète n'est pas une chose facile. You should be proud of yourselves for all your hard work, dedication to excellence in the classroom and on the field. The balance to maintain academics and athletics is truly remarkable. Your ability to balance education with the training and competition in your sport sets you apart from any other athlete in this world. You are the best in Canadian university sport. Vous faites preuve d'un incroyable talent. Merci pour tous les sacrifices que vous faites. Thank you for the sacrifices you've made this season in pursuit of a university sport excellence career, along with your academic education. Much appreciation to all the volunteers, the organizing committee, our broadcast partners, CBC Sports et TVA. We value all your interests in the promotion of Canadian university sport. Finalement, à Sheila Ann, Jennifer, Cheryl et toute votre équipe à Carleton, ainsi que Jennifer, John et U Sport, many hours have been invested by all of you, your staff and volunteers. Thank you for what you are doing for Canadian university sport in our country. To all 8 teams and head coaches from all 4 conferences, bonne chance, good luck. Your teams have earned the right to be here. Bonne soirée. Thank you.
Hello, good evening everybody. I hope all is well. My name is Jamar Dixon. I'm from Ottawa, Ontario. I'd just like to say a massive congratulations to all 8 teams for reaching the championships. that's a major accomplishment, so hats off to you guys. A little about myself. I'm a professional footballer. I'm currently playing for Pacific FC in the Canadian Premier League. I've had the opportunity to represent the men's national team, the Canadian men's national team. I've played in Sweden, Finland, and I've come back to North America. I've played for Ottawa Fury when they were in the NASL, and I played with Ottawa Fury when they went to the USL, and now I'm currently playing with Pacific, CPL, as I mentioned. And, you know, I just have a few words of advice for you guys. You know, I understand the grind that you guys go through on a daily basis, you know, in terms of juggling schoolwork, and training and things of that sort, and many other things that happen outside of that world. But, you know, I really commend you guys because it is difficult. And for you guys to balance all of that and still be where you guys are, it's a major accomplishment. So hats off to all of you guys for sure. Now a little about myself. I played 4 years at St. Francis Xavier University, where I was 4-time All-Star. I was an All-Canadian as well. And you know, we didn't make it to a national championship, unfortunately. But you know, I always had dreams of going further with my soccer career. And you know, I had an opportunity to go to Europe, and I took it, right? But now, that being said, there comes the educational part, which was not my favorite, I'll be honest with you guys. In my first year, I struggled a lot. I thought, you know, I'm just going there to play soccer, and you know, that was my main focus. But you know, at the end of the day, I realized that we're not just soccer players when we come to university. We're student athletes, right? And I'm sure you guys heard the saying before that student comes first. At first, I thought it was corny and all this stuff, but after my first year, you know, second year, third year, you start to realize, you know, the education is key, and it is very important. Because if we did not have the educational side, we probably wouldn't be playing soccer there, right? So, you know, it takes the educational side to push us forward, and that's something that, you know, I think everyone in this room listening, you guys got to take into account. You know, it's a blessing that you guys have the ability and talent that you guys have to play this game and to get something out of it from the educational side as well. I think it's important that you guys, you know, continue to push yourselves and try to raise your standards in your academics to then help you with whatever future goals that you guys have. I know you guys all have dreams and aspirations of where you want to go and things like that, but you also got to live in the now. And right now, all of you guys are fighting for a championship, which is something that, you know, you guys will have something to talk about for the rest of your lives. And it's a special moment for everyone that's involved in this, because, you know, you guys have an opportunity to have memories that you'll never forget, right? That being said, you know, you guys got to also take care of the business off the field, so you guys can continue to get these opportunities with your teams. And that's all part of the whole grind, guys. So, you know, I commend you guys again. I wish each and every one of you guys the best of luck. Take care of yourselves. I hope everyone stays injury-free, and I hope it's a fantastic tournament. I'll be watching. And again, congratulations, and thank you to the CIS for allowing me to share this video with you guys, and good luck, all right? Thank you, guys. Take care.
To echo what our speakers have said, an event such as the 2021 U Sportsmen Soccer Championship is not possible without phenomenal support. U Sports would like to extend thanks to their corporate partners: Barron Championship Rings, Fox 40, Sport Canada, Nike Team, Veriburn Medical Supply, and our dedicated volunteers. So a big thank you to all of them. Dans la lignée de ce que disaient nos distingués invités, l'organisation d'un événement tel que le championnat de soccer masculin U-Sport 2021 serait impossible sans le soutien phénoménal de nos merveilleux commanditaires, et de nos dévoués bénévoles. Donc, un énorme merci à ceux-ci. Now, on to the awards portion of our evening. We will start with the announcement of the All-Rookie team. Congratulations to our 2021 All-Rookie team. Et maintenant, voici la deuxième équipe d'étoiles canadienne. And now, on to our second team All-Canadians. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 second team All-Canadians. Now, let's take a look at our first team All-Canadians. Et maintenant, la première équipe d'étoiles canadienne. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 First Team All-Canadians. Passons maintenant à la présentation du trophée de la recrue de l'année au sein de U-Sport. Ce prix annuel est nommé en l'honneur de Lou Bialik, ancien entraîneur de l'équipe de soccer de l'Université Saint-François-Xavier, qui, en 2008, a conclu sa 39e saison à la direction de ce programme. Au cours de ces 39 années, Lou Bialik a réussi à conjuguer une carrière d'entraîneur d'équipe sportive de haut niveau avec celle de professeur universitaire. And now, the Rookie of the Year Award, presented to the U Sports Top Rookie. This award is named after Lou Bialik, former head coach at St. Francis Xavier University, who, in 2008, finished his 39th season at the helm. For 39 years, Lou combined soccer coaching with an academic career, becoming chair of the Human Kinetics Department and reaching the rank of full professor in kinesiology. Over the years, Lou has held numerous positions in youth sports, coach, secretary, and president of the Men's Soccer Coaches Association, as well as acting athletic director. The nominees are Jose Maria Ribeiro de Cunha, Cape Breton University. Christian Rossi, Trinity Western University. Matteo De Brian, Carleton University. Anthony Phelps, Concordia University. Le gagnant du prix Lou Bielek, remis à la recrue de l'année de U-Sport, est the winner of the Lou Bielek Award for Top U-Sports Rookie goes to Christian Rossi from Trinity Western University.
CJ came to us from Surrey United with a ton of potential, but the question was always whether or not he was going to live up to that potential. And during the COVID break, he worked hard and just really got after his game and did extra work. And when he came to us this fall, he was amazing and really lived up to that potential. He scored 5 goals, had 1 assist, but was really influential in 9 of our 17 goals this year. And without his dynamic ability, we probably would not have done anywhere close to as well as we've done this year. The underrated part of his game is really also the defensive side. He worked tirelessly there, covering tons of ground, tracking guys, and also beginning to understand how defensive structure works, which is really unique for a young player. And so CJ really deserves to be Canada West Rookie of the Year.
We will now take a look at the nominees for the Student Athlete Community Service Award. This award is presented to a student athlete who best exhibits outstanding achievement in the classroom, on the soccer pitch, and as a member of his community. The nominees are Dylan Crichton, Memorial University. Tobias Heinrich Kruger, University of Saskatchewan. Sheikh Chuambu Yumbi, McMaster University. Christopher Chinelli Faya, McGill University. L'étudiant athlète récipiendaire du prix pour le service communautaire est the winner of the 2021 Student Athlete Community Service Award is Sheikh Chuambu Yumbi from McMaster University.
Sheikh's a fine individual from day one. He came in as a leader to the program. He's a big contributor to the team. Brings a lot of energy, brings a lot of character, personality to the change room. Just a wonderful individual, and not to mention all of the things that he does off the field and for the community. I'm really happy for Sheikh, and he is very well deserving of this award.
So following the review response, there were some really important activities that took place in the department that were really sort of led by students, Check among them. We had a series of panels, Black Excellence panels, and one of them was really about sort of trying to bridge the Black student experience at university with the Black student athlete experience. He was a really important member of the Anti-Racism Advisory Group, which was started within the Athletics and Recreation Department. He is also a founding member of the Black Student Athletes Council, which is another sort of outcome that came out of the review process, and that's a really important advocacy group. It's a group to make sure that the interests of Black and BIPOC athletes are well known, well represented, and that when issues come up, they can be dealt with quickly, efficiently, and in a supportive manner.
Congratulations, Sheikh. Well done.
Le prix suivant est destiné à l'entraîneur de l'année U-Sport Fox 40. Ce prix est présenté annuellement à l'entraîneur de l'année pour la fiche globale de son équipe, pour son leadership, pour sa contribution au soccer universitaire et pour l'amélioration générale de son équipe. Next up is the U-Sports Fox 40 Coach of the Year Award. This award is presented annually to the U-Sports Coach of the Year based on their overall record, leadership, contribution to university soccer, and overall team improvement. The nominees are Jake Stanford, Memorial University. Bruce Wilson, University of Victoria. Carmine Isako, York University. Pat Raimondo, Université de Montréal. Le gagnant du prix pour l'entraîneur de l'année U-Sport Fox 40 est the winner of the U-Sports Fox 40 Coach of the Year Award goes to Bruce Wilson, from the University of Victoria.
Well, first of all, Bruce, congratulations. Obviously, this is a massive, massive honor for you. It's very well deserved. You've been here for 34 years now, which is insanity in itself. I know that this isn't exactly the way you wanted to go out with COVID happening last year, but what a way to end your career here. We've all loved having you as our coach. I can only speak for myself personally in the last 5 years, but you've been a great mentor to me. You brought me in when I was a bit down on my luck, and now I'm going out the way I wanted to with a great group of guys around us, and that's largely because of what you do with your recruiting, with your coaching. Whenever I think of Bruce Wilson, I think of Vike Soccer. The two are synonymous. You obviously have a great pedigree of coaching, of playing, captaining Canada in the World Cup in our only appearance ever. So you're a legend. We all appreciate you. Congratulations.
Finalement, nous voici arrivés à la présentation du prestigieux prix Joe Johnson, destiné aux joueurs par excellence de U-Sport pour la saison 2021. Ce prix est remis annuellement à l'athlète s'étant le plus illustré au soccer masculin de U-Sport. And now the presentation of the prestigious Joe Johnson Award to the 2021 U-Sports Outstanding Player of the Year. This award is dedicated in honor of Joe Johnson, former head coach with the University of British Columbia Thunderbirds. This award is presented annually to the most outstanding player in U-Sports men's soccer. The nominees are Charlie Waters, Cape Breton University; Mohamed El Gandour, Mont-Royal University; Dieu Merci Yuma, York University; Guy Franck et Sommet Penda, Université de Montréal. Et le gagnant du prix Joe Johnson, remis aux joueurs par excellence en soccer masculin de U-Sport, est the winner of the Joe Johnson Award for Most Outstanding Player in U-Sports Men's Soccer goes to Guy Franck et Sommet Penda de l'Université de Montréal.
Congratulations, Guy, on winning RSEQ Athlete of the Year. Guy, your journey started with us fall of 2016 from the open tryouts, 6 years later to a master's degree, team MVP, league MVP. It has been a joy and a privilege to have worked with you for all this time. You've added 12 points, 10 goals to your career totals. You're top 3 in every category for our program. However, Guy, you're much more than that. Your presence in the dressing room, your enthusiasm, your love of the game, you're a great teammate, which is the most important. So encore une fois, Guy, félicitations, on t'adore.
Félicitations à tous les gagnants de ce soir. Nous vous remercions de vous être joints à nous ce soir afin de souligner les réalisations de ces merveilleux athlètes. Nous espérons que votre séjour à Ottawa sera agréable. Bonne chance aux équipes et bonsoir à tous. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. That concludes our virtual awards presentation. I hope the teams are enjoying their time together and celebrated the accomplishments of tonight's winners. We thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy your time in Ottawa. Good luck to the teams and good night.
And welcome back, everyone. And just how spectacular was that beautiful production for the beautiful game. And watching that piece, I can't help but feel the emotion these players are going through. And for them, this is the end of their varsity journey. And so the tournament is also a milestone and a very emotional time. And Jen, in just thinking about that banquet that happened last night, you get to know the players for so long, and the emotion that comes from athletes realizing that journey is coming to an end. The end of the road is nigh for their varsity careers here this weekend. Talk to us a little bit about that banquet experience, because you got to interact with them at a really important time.
It was very unique. As I mentioned earlier, normally it would be in a big banquet hall and we'd all be together, but we had each team in the various rooms. And so we had come up with this idea that we would present the award. So I would go to the rooms to present the actual awards at each team. And we had the social media, the cameras ready to capture the moment when I give them the award. And as we were going around and we were hearing the cheers, and I was going to the door and I was about to open, we opened the door and it's pitch black. They actually got the lights off to watch the show, so it kind of ruined our whole plan of social media and capturing the moment and that sort of thing. So, you know, best laid plans, but you could hear them cheering and supporting each other. It was just amazing, going from room to room as the players were announced, hearing the roar of the room from that team. So yeah, it was very special.
That is special, and you got a chance to be right at the door when they were going to find out.
Yes, exactly.
And then they wouldn't have turned the lights on for you, so best laid plans, as you said. But you know, that being said, and as per my promise, we're going to change channels real quick and get into some audience rapid fire, and some of the questions, some of the chatter that we've heard about the tournament leading up to it here is, and one of the things that people wonder about is the national tournament, as it were. We see the trophy here that they'll get on Sunday, which is incredible. What about the women's tournament? Does that happen this weekend too, and how does that play out?
Interestingly enough, both men's and women's championships are held on the same weekend, same format. The women are actually out at Cape Breton, and Cape Breton men are actually participating in the tournament here. They're up 1-0, by the way, nearing the end of the game. But yes, Cape Breton, the University of Cape Breton is hosting the women's tournament this weekend.
Okay, speaking to my heart as somebody from there, it's good to see that. And the other thing that we've had, we're wondering about is some of the results, or maybe give us a little update on some of the games today, because today was day one, and in advance of our Ravens playing tonight, UBC, there have been some games today. So can you tell us how they went out?
Yeah, they started at 11 o'clock this morning. As you know, it was pouring rain, but Guelph took on the St. Mary's Husky, St. Mary's from Halifax, and they won that game 2-0. It was very heated, very emotional. The next game was Montreal versus the University of Victoria, and that actually went to extra time and then penalty kicks, and Montreal beat UVic in kicks.
Wow.
And then right now, as you know, Cape Breton's taking on Laval Rouge et Or.
Nice. Okay. Just real quick, and it's a bit of a tradition here with the Thursday Night Live over the past episodes. You've taken a minute to go around the room with athletics here at Carleton. Obviously, this is the big weekend for soccer, but can you speak to any of the other great things that are happening in your portfolio?
Yeah, it's a very, very busy time. This weekend we actually have 17 games being played at Carleton, and that includes our men's hockey team take on the University of Ottawa GGs tonight at the Ice House. That is a sold-out game, and sold out being 50% capacity given COVID. We are also hosting basketball this weekend. Ontario Tech's coming in for a 2-game series against our men and women, who are both undefeated, by the way. And then we also have all our recreation programs happening. Junior Ravens, our pool, the swimming, fitness center. So everything's happening. It's a very busy time here in athletics.
Yeah, everything at the same time. So thank you very much, Jennifer, and we're really looking forward to some nautical weather football or soccer for the next 3 days at the Ravens Perch at Carleton University. And before I go, I wanted to take a quick moment to talk to another important and popular event coming up in November, on November 30th, called Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is a time when our community of partners, staff, faculty, and alumni come together to celebrate the power of generosity. It is an incredible opportunity to double the impact of your donations starting at midnight, and also gifts made through Future Funder will be matched dollar for dollar on a first-come, first-served basis. Giving Tuesday Challenges will also be available from the Future Funder homepage banner to win additional funding towards the initiative that you support. Now is the time to rally together to support the cause that is most important to you. That's Giving Tuesday on November 30th. And now, finally, as we count down to the 7:30 game between Carleton and UBC, we will depart and let you enjoy the clip of the Ravens' top 10 goals this year. On behalf of Jennifer and myself and all the crew, thank you once again for joining us for the Thursday Night Live, and so long, everyone.
Good evening.
Oh, and there's Gabby Bassar, signature goal, 7-0.
Absolutely vintage, Stevie. The first touch, 2 touches inside. It's almost like right off the training ground for Gabby, Stevie.
Love you, boys. Oh, and there's a stolen ball in that pass. It's up to you. And he's done it. 2-0. 2-0. And that's a terrible mistake, Alex.
Stevie, first I get my name song. You're betting on Ross with the 2-0 up. An incredible 30 seconds at Carleton.
It doesn't get much better than that.
That's a big win in the air.
Here comes 4 Ravens. It's a 4-on-3, Alex. Piccioli. It's a Mazzara. Mazzara scores! 2-0 Ravens, Alex. And that is Scotty Mazzara with a spectacular celebration.
I don't know where to begin. I literally don't know where to begin. The counterattack was devastating. The passing to Scotty was wicked. His first touch, and they hit it on the second strike on the short hop volley, is just incredible. That celebration is breathtaking. I'm breathless after that backflip.
Oh, what a ball! And that's the third goal for Carleton. The flag stays down, and what a goal! What a run! Oh my goodness! That is an absolute, I mean, I don't know what to say.
It's a banger, Stevie. It's a banger.
It's a banger and mash.
Here comes the Ravens again. What a goal! Are you kidding me? Gabriel Bitar with a rocket from around 25 feet out. And Bitar's feeling good about that one, and who can blame him? That one's going to show up somewhere, whether it's on the OUA plays of the week or not. We might have had a few goals here tonight that end up there.
Because Colson with a cracker and ends up in the back of the net. What a cross from the middle of the field and taken one.
Oh my, Mateo DeBreen, what a strike from the top of the box on the volley beats Seamus. That completely changed the mentality of the York Lions heading into halftime.
Nothing Seamus could do about that.